You might want to buckle up, baby.
And now get ready for WTF.
You want to prove once for all that I'm better than you? Strap up.
Bring it on, Big Brother Tin Man.
Whose take is first? Brought to you by TireOutlet.com. Wholesale prices, premium service.
All right. Continue a victory celebration Monday.
Victory formation.
That too.
Dan Hicken has taken a knee.
Yes, sir.
Victory formation.
It is a dub. It is 2-0. 7 teams are 2-0 in the NFL. The Jags are one of them.
62% of 2-0 teams make the playoffs.
That's good too.
Yeah.
I like that.
Will 62% of the Florida teams that are 2-0 make the postseason?
Well, that would be 2 of the 3, wouldn't it? Yeah. Florida. Jacksonville, Miami, and Tampa, all 2-0. First time that's happened since 1997.
And you have to say, I think
years,
if I were going to rank them, I'd say Tampa, biggest surprise in the NFL, so they'd be 1 in terms of surprise that they're 2-0, then the Dolphins, and then the Jags.
Probably, yeah.
You know, I'm less surprised the Jags are 2-0 than either of the other two teams.
You're not power ranking.
No.
You're just saying the surprise factor.
Yes.
Absolutely, Tampa is the biggest surprise, especially remember when Jameis got suspended?
Yeah,
and
they're 0-3.
And we looked at the 3 games. Oh, gosh, the New Orleans, Philly, Pittsburgh. That'll do it for the Bucs. Season's over before it started. Not so much.
There's nothing like, again, I had it, we were down there early, so I stayed down at the stadium and watched some of the early games. I just clicked it on the red zone, and you get to 3:45. I don't get to do that much.
Yeah, it's crunch time.
You get to 3:45 on a red zone, and that's why the NFL is the king. I mean,
there's one thing after
action, fast and furious. They lost the game. They missed a kick. They scored a touchdown. It's like, whoa!
Look, you know what? It's a terrific design.
It's unbelievable.
I don't know if it's the concept, but the end result is, and we say this, and it even happened. Look, Jacksonville built a 24-3 lead. They were cruising the whole way, but you know what? Boom, boom. Suddenly it's 24-13. The Patriots have the ball. Point being, every NFL game tightens to the point that it seems that one or the other has a chance in the fourth quarter.
Right.
And some chances better than others, and not all of them go that way. But like the Giants last night, just got whacked the whole game. They were down, but yet they had a chance.
The other thing we'll talk about all morning, keep reminding you folks, sobering news, that Cam Robinson tore ACL out for the year. So that's kind of a kick in the peaches on a Victory Monday.
On WTF, we always encourage the Googans to share their takes on the clubhouse, or on the text line driven by Duval Ford 641.
Or the clubhouse. I don't know where that one came from.
That came from me reading the copy for the giveaway, Dan.
Oh, okay.
As part of the prize pack is clubhouse grounds tickets for the Web.com Tour Championship. Comes up this week.
Or you could come over to our clubhouse.
At Atlantic Beach Country Club.
And play with us.
And also, you'll be entered for the grand prize drawing, which is a pair of tickets to Jags Titans with admission for 2 to the Jags tailgating experience, complete with food and beverage before the game.
I like it.
I guess the obvious question is, what is a acceptable amount of hype after this game? How hyped should we be about this Jaguar team?
We should be on the Super Bowl train right now. I mean, that's you can't get to 19-0 until you get to 2-0. That's what listen, you just knocked off the big bad Patriots, the defending AFC champions, the one that everybody likes to pick to go to the Super Bowl. And right now, to me, and again, it's very early, and so you have to keep that in perspective. But right now, the 2 best teams in the AFC right now, to me, are the Jags and the Chiefs.
Well, I booked a hotel room in Buckhead Marriott for 7 days in February.
He's already ready.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'll tell you what else it's done too. It definitely increases the hype to be the number 1 seed. Look at the difference in playing the Patriots here versus there. I mean, that's for sure. I know the heat won't be an issue late in the season, but boy, they'd have a lot more confidence having already beaten them here at home, and so that. Look, remember the 13-3 record that seemed like that we were getting ahead of ourselves? Mm-hmm. Look at that schedule now, and you're not going to have a hard time coming up with 13-3.
Yeah.
Washington now doesn't look like the Jets now don't look like they're a threat, do they?
No, but there are teams that do look better. I mean, it'll be.
And some that look worse.
Yeah.
See Houston.
Yeah.
See Tennessee. They've, scrambled to be 1-1.
Yeah.
So, but the Dolphins have looked better. So, look,
Andrew Luck's looked pretty good.
Point being, 2 of the tougher games on the schedule were at the Giants and Patriots at home. At the Giants, because it's
we
the
talked
opener.
about September
right.
stuff. Yeah.
Boom, you're 2-0, and I love the fact that it's Tennessee this week and not the Jets. Mm-hmm. I like the fact that you have to, that again. To me, this team is like fine tuning for postseason success. What do you have in the postseason? You got back-to-back big games. Yeah, in the postseason, you beat New England. Guess what? Next week, you might have to beat Kansas City or Pittsburgh. And so I like Tennessee coming here and the ability, just like that, to open up a 2-game lead in the division and really say, We appreciate all your optimism in the preseason, but we're the king of this division. I don't know where anyone got off picking the Texans to win it, but get behind us, boys. Get in line.
And right now, Jags-Rams Super Bowl pick looks good because the Rams are scary good, but they got to beat up on a bad Arizona team.
They haven't played anyone yet, the Rams.
It improved their point differential. Also, if we're handing out game balls, and we talked about, obviously we're going to talk about Bortles a lot today and a lot of the players, but we talked last week about how when the offense gets stagnant, what they tend to do, what this coaching staff has been able to do is get them to bounce back. And that's what they did again yesterday. Again, so and I heard at the end of the I was going downstairs to the field, and so I stopped at the in the hallway, and the game's on, the game broadcast is on. I heard Tony Romo talking about how impressed he is with this coaching staff. He called it one of the best in the National Football League. So credit, we Dougie Fresh has been terrific since he's come here. Marone
is Doug Marone?
Yeah.
Oh, Dougie Fresh.
Dougie Fresh won his challenge. And a challenge that a lot of people are like, what are you doing?
I didn't think he was going to win that.
All across Twitter, people were like, are you out of your mind? And so that was a nice little W. And so, but Hackett and Wash and all the coaches, we've talked a lot about Keenan McCardell and what he's been able to do with this young receiving core. Just a terrific mix of guys who are getting it done. So congratulations to all those guys as well, because they've got this team playing the right way at the right time.
Yeah,
so I think that's terrific.
Absolutely,
as well.
and the defense has shown back up as a dominant group. They're not getting that pass. They're not getting the pressure that they got last year.
No, they only have 4 sacks through 2 games.
None for Ngakoue had 1 in the first game.
A little bit, but did he?
No,
he didn't. Yeah,
He's
so
got 0.
So none for Ngakoue,
McRae.
just 1 for Campbell.
Yeah.
We got a DB sack, I believe.
It's hard to
included
sack
in
Brady.
Yeah,
That is one thing.
No, I know.
Hard to sack Brady.
know,
He
but
gets rid of
still.
it so quickly, and so he's so savvy back there. I tell you what, I have so much. Let me tell you something. It's 150 degrees outside. The Patriots are getting their rear ends kicked. It's 3rd and 7, and the 41-year-old Brady in the second half takes off and runs for a first down. That is a competitor, man. That's a guy. There was no quitting those guys. I have a, he's the GOAT, man, and it was fun to watch. He, obviously he wasn't great yesterday. You look at his numbers though: 234 yards, 2 touchdowns,
I don't see how
no
they
picks.
can
It wasn't
win.
bad.
I don't see how they can win. I mean, just look.
That's how we always do.
Well, but the Eagles whipped them. I think suddenly you outsmart yours. Where's the talent at that's going to beat this team?
My man, Gipper in the locker room was not afraid to pat himself on the back, 39, with a heck of a job. In case you were wondering who was going to cover Gronk, that was Gipper.
Yeah,
and
Keyshawn
Gipper
Gibson.
says, yes, and he says, so I don't know how many passes he caught on me, 0. But you guys.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, I apologize. I know you wanted to see Jalen on him, but I'm just glad the coaches gave me had the confidence in me to put me on him and let me get. I mean, he was
all over him.
He's one of the great interviews in the locker room. He's one of the.
I think that makes him kind of a leader too.
Best go-to guys in the locker room because he tells it like it is, but he's not afraid to have fun with it. So I was happy for him too because, Marone has gone on and on about Gibson now for a year plus about how he should have been a Pro Bowler last year as well, and that he played as well as anybody, and so it was great to see him play as well as he did as well. And if you think back to the game, you remember 39 on 87 a lot, and that's what they did. That was their game plan to let Gibson shut down Gronk, and he did. Gronk 2 for 15.
Yeah,
2 for 15. Jalen's again, scouting reports are coming true.
Jalen got burned.
Yes, he did. Jalen got beat for a touchdown. Nowhere to nobody to blame on that one.
No.
That was on him, and look, it's going to happen, dude. I mean,
I thought me what was the biggest takeaway from there yesterday wasn't Bortles 370 yards and 4 touchdowns. That was nice. It wasn't, I'll give you another guy we haven't talked about maybe yet is DJ Hayden, who we worried about that position. We questioned the signing even, and he's been just fantastic. It's good or better than Colvin the first 2 weeks. But to me, what I take the most out of that game yesterday, Dan, is the Jags are cruising along 24-3.
Mm-hmm.
They have a couple turnovers. They allow a drive and a touchdown. Suddenly it's 24-13, and after Blake Bortles' worst play of the game, an interception in their own territory, the Patriots got the ball at 25, 30-yard line, down 11, in position to score early fourth quarter, and it had all the, like we said before, literally feel the momentum going in the Patriots' favor. And for the Jaguars to be put in that position and yet still clamp down, make the game-changing play, win the game pulling away was, so much more valuable than, say, just extending and winning 42-10.
Yeah, because they did lose momentum for a good chunk of that. Not a good chunk. Look, they came out and they had like a 7-minute drive for a field goal, and you're like, this game's over.
There was that little 5-minute stretch
Yeah,
with
but
the two turnovers and the
DJ
score.
Chark fumbled, and there's a moment there where you're going, are you kidding me? They're going to kick, and then the
pick. I was like,
and you're like, are you kidding me? He's going to kick a field goal. Worse, it's going to be a one-possession game. It's going to be 24-16. And to not allow that and keep it a 2-score game, and then to add on to that and throw the touchdown pass, which, by the way, kudos to Bortles and Westbrook.
But the block.
But, yeah, Corey Grant to not block his guy.
In the
back, because that's how he was positioned, and to pull up.
He did. He did a good job of showing that, too,
Put his hands up in the air. Awesome. And then Keelan Cole to spring Westbrook and give him the sideline. Those are the small things that you do that are noticeable.
That good teams do.
That good teams do that help you win a football game.
What an awesome start. What an awesome win yesterday, and what a fun season we've got in front of us as the Jags just peppered the NFL's gold standard like they were the Bills.
Yeah. We tried to pepper the NFL betting standard. We'll see how we did.
We'll see how we did. I'm not sure. I tend to, when I'm not doing very well, I tend
Brooksy.
to. What
Not
happened
good.
over there?
She doesn't have a look.
Does a pain look on her face?
It doesn't matter. 2-0. I don't even care.
Okay.
2-0.
All right.
Oh,
All right.
Friday 5-pack is out of her.
It matters to Dan.
Out of her
Matters to
rotation.
me.
Of mattering.
Matters a lot to me.
I don't know how I did. So since that's the case this week, Beef, if you could just pad mine by a game, I'd appreciate it.
You got it, buddy.
Beef, Any
just,
cheating is
just go ahead and give me. I don't know.
fine.
Jeff,
5-0 again,
It's
Danny.
a Friday 5-pack. Jeff, you went 8-0. Wow, it's amazing.
Thanks for lunch.
Didn't even know. All right, it's the Monday morning quarterback divorcemenonly.com. We do have proof in performance on the Friday 5-pack, so see how we did there. A lot more Jag talk coming up this morning, including breakfast with Baselli in the 8 o'clock hour. They've started this new tradition of the pregame Duval chant, and Baselli got up there and did that yesterday, and then told us he got lightheaded and almost fell off. So we'll get the straight from the horse's mouth details on that as well. It's the drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.